Good morning and welcome to Global Azure Virtual Bootcamp 2020. I am Sriram Gudimilla and I also have with me my colleague Gaurav Bayas virtually. In this session, we will be presenting our first-hand experience working with Azure Form Recognition Service. This is from the family of Azure Computer Vision suite of services. Please note that this service is still in preview and will be given access on request after review from the Microsoft team on the stated purpose. In this session, we will give you an overview of the form recognition service followed by a demo. Form Recognizer extracts information and data from the business documents and forms. The service applies advanced machine learning to accurately extract text, key value pairs, and data from tables and documents. Let me elaborate on this point. When I say it extracts textual data, it can be the summary available in the patient's discharge sheet, a description about an accident in the claims report form, or any plain text that is part of the document or a subsection of the document. When I say it extracts the key value pairs, what it meant is it extracts information that is available, the key and the value part. That is, say most of the forms or all of the forms, for example, captures information about the applicant of the form. Say the first field that you see on any form predominantly is name of the applicant. Here, the header name of the applicant is the key part and the actual name of the person who is applying. In my case, let's assume if I am writing that form, I write as Sriram Gudimilla. So that's the value part. And on the prima facie, it looks very simple, but this is more tougher, as the key in a form in the report may be available at the top and the value needs to be filled at the bottom, or the key may be on the left expecting the response or the value to be written on the right. And it's not just one format, say this keeps changing in the form all over. And say that in the first, let's assume if it's the address, it may be bottom. You will have to write the actual address underneath the address header. But when it comes to the name of the applicant, it is expected to write just beside that to the right. Also, Azure also extracts information from the data from the tables, and the extraction happens in a columnar format rather than the row wise. And all this data that is extracted is rendered through a simple REST API, and that's the beauty of it. Having gone through this overview slide, I'm pretty sure that all of you would have understood why Azure has come up with such a service. It's predominantly they're trying to reduce the manual efforts apart from the latent benefits that can be derived or achieved through using this service. You see UiPath using this service to automate as a part of their RPA process. However, before we proceed further, let us take a step back and try to understand why do we need this service? Will we not be able to come up with something or something similar to this on our own, and why go for such a commercial service? So let us look at the challenges of data extraction from forms. The first and the foremost, there are various types of forms. When I say various, they are so varied across industries and across domains. You have invoices and receipts, application forms, tax forms, construction, and so on. The second challenge I would say is the quality of the document. You have multiple variants here too. You have scanned documents, you have documents that are faxed, you have images and photos that are clicked and sent. How do you extract data from all of these images or forms that are scanned? Third is a different type of text forms and report elements available in those forms. So you actually have tables, you actually have the text that is there, you actually have your key value pairs, you actually have more like say checkboxes and things like that. But does Azure solve all the problems currently? No. But they're making it there. And coming to that, what are the limitations that you see with this? Uh, some limitations that come to my mind are the file size. They actually restrict you with the file size. You cannot go to very huge and large file sizes. You cannot upload that, or you cannot actually send that to the service. There are also restrictions on the image dimensions. You cannot send something which is lesser than some the values that are specified. I'll be showing that in a moment. There's also restrictions in the quality of the image, the skewness, and then the DPI that is there. And there are also restrictions or limitations on the type of tables. They currently the service doesn't support nested tables, that is tables within tables, which are which are complex to handle. The service doesn't currently handle checkboxes, but we were actually having a discussion the other day with the product manager from US for Azure Form Recognizer. As per the roadmap, they promised that that would be available by June, so they're going there definitely. And having used the services, I can pretty much say that the pros outweigh cons. And broadly, with respect to the services, I would say the services can be classified into two: the pre-built models and tailored to your form, that is the custom models. Comes to the pre-built models, we don't have to build or train any model. We just have to send the image or the document to Azure service, and the service would return back the extracted data as a result. To a layman, it would sound like magic, but underneath it uses advanced analytics concepts like clustering and then classification. I'll touch upon that in the next when I explain the next service. But these pre-built models are not designed or developed for all the forms. They do very well for sales receipts, as Microsoft claims that they have used the sales receipts from most of the US retail agents and retail shops for building their models. And the good part, it's a mixed mode support. That is, it's not just working for the printed forms, it also works for handwritten forms. And these pre-built receipts are off the shelf. That means you don't have to build anything. You just need to send and then get the result back. And it's also available as a managed service. When I say it's a managed service, it's you don't have to manage anything. The infra and the security is taken care by Azure. and complain to the loss of the land. The next, I would say the second service that is available is custom model. This service can further be subdivided into two subsections. That is train with model, with train without labels, and train with labels. The train without labels, we provide the sample forms as is. The service uses unsupervised learning to understand the layout and the relationship between fields and entries. And what does it mean is it creates clusters, that is, it creates groups of similar form elements into one cluster, like all table elements are grouped together, all key value pairs are grouped together, and so on, and tries to extract the information from that data. And insight here is we can actually use more samples that can be fed to the model, so the training can be improved. The training is happening on higher number of samples, and there is no restriction on the number of samples that you can provide. This leading to obviously better accuracy of the models that we built. We have to compare and contrast the pre-built service that is available with the train without label service. I would say both can be done. Both the models can be. Both the models. You can also start with just one form. In the pre-built model, you just need to send it and you get the result back. The train model, the training happens on the forms that you provide, be it one or more than one, but it's customized or tailored to that form. The learning happens, the model is built on that. Whereas the pre-built, you just need to accept or take what that model, what the service gives you. Then you will not be able to learn or improve on that, improve on the accuracy part to extract better information better, because you are not the one who's training it. It's Azure. It is managed by them. But with respect to the train without labels, you can train your model. You can give more number of samples. You can improve the accuracy, which is not possible with the pre-built. You will have to wait for Microsoft to do that overall. And with respect to the second sub-service in the custom models, which is trained with labels, the model does supervised learning. That is, it extracts values of our interest using the labeled forms. As the name says, when I say labeled forms, we have to do the labeling. When it comes to key value pairs, you have to label what is the key and what is the value. The same example, if I take the same example, name of the applicant is Sriram Gudimella. You'll have to label saying that name of the applicant header is the key and Sriram Gudimella is the value. Azure recommends a minimum of 5 manually labeled forms of the same type to get started when training a new model, and add more labeled forms as needed to improve the accuracy of the model. Form Recognizer uses Layout API in all the 3 services to extract the table structures and the bounding boxes. The bounding boxes, the coordinates that demarcate one form element with the other. If I take the same example of name of the applicant, the address being captured, the telephone number being captured, and maybe the marital status getting captured. So all these form elements needs to be demarcated. So Azure comes up with this concept of bounding boxes. So it bounds that key value pair so that when the custom learning or the custom modeling is being built, the models can learn the expected sizes and the positions of the printed and the manually written text elements. And Microsoft is very user friendly. They have come up with this tool called VOTT, which is Visual Object Tagging Tool, that helps us tag efficiently the key value pairs or the tables that we want to actually send as an input for our models to train and test later. Now let us look at the benefits. Most of them are pretty obvious based on discussion that we are having. It easily extracts data with no manual labeling required. Only a handful of forms are required to train our model and tailor to our forms. Yes, this is something very important because we will be able to tailor to our forms some specific. So you may actually have a complex form, but you can still train the model to learn specific to that form and extract and then predict. And it also provides enterprise grade security and privacy. All the information is available on the cloud, but on the server instance that you have selected in your account managed by Azure. If you feel that okay, you don't want Azure to manage it, it will still you have multiple options there. If you are not interested in going with the managed service, there is this cognitive services container service that can also be leveraged based on the partnership. Now I would like to ask my colleague Gaurav to explain these concepts through an illustration and demonstration.
Hi everyone, I'm Gaurav Singh Base, Data Analyst at Value Momentum Software Services Limited, and I'll be presenting the demo part of Azure Form Recognizer service. So as per the introduction given, Azure Form Recognizer is an ICR, Intelligent Character Recognition service, which is used for extracting the text from documents and particular receipts. Okay, so there are basically two types of models available in Azure Form Recognizer, which are pre-trained model and custom models. So the basic difference between these two is the pre-trained model only uses the images to perform the ICR on it, which is basically extracting the text from the images. And the custom model uses some images, needs some images basically, by which we train the model first and then use it for inferencing. Okay. For using the form recognizer service, we need to create one resource on Azure Workspace. And also, we need to keep in mind that Azure Form Recognizer is not available in all regions. So we need to choose this region accordingly. Since I've created the resource and I've been using it, we can start with the demo part. The first model which I'm going to show you is the pre-trained receipt model. As you can see on the slide, on the left side there is one receipt of merchant Contoso, And on the right side, there are key value pairs which are directly extracted from form recognizer service. Okay, let me show you the image more clearly. Now you can see this image with the merchant name, its address, phone number, some product specification, and its pricing. So now we can start with how that particular service works and extracts the particular text from this receipt. So here we are. Since this particular service works in the form of API, we need to have some programming language for calling it. So for now, I'm using Python programming language, and for that, I have imported some dependencies. Now you can see this is basically the overall function for calling the API. Here you can see some keywords which attracts our focus, which are endpoint, API key, model ID, and post URL. What these are, the endpoint is basically the region where we have created our resource. And this API key is particular security key for that resource, same the model ID for that resource. And this post URL is the endpoint plus, here you can see pre-built receipt analyze. So this constitute post URL, which is basically the URL which we will call for getting the text from our images. Okay, so this is the code for calling the API, and also if our analysis succeeded, we will print the result analysis succeeded, otherwise analysis is failed. And once the analysis is succeeded, what we will do is we will dump our extracted text into a JSON file. Okay. So after extracting the text and dumping it into the JSON file, what we will do is we will extract only the useful information, which is, since there are multiple keywords and things available in the JSON file or output, we will extract only the text part and the bounding box. What bounding box is, just the XY coordinates of that particular text in regards to that particular image. Okay. So now what we will do is we will load our image. Here we are loading our image and we will call our function. So for this image, we are calling our API. Now you can see our post analysis has succeeded. Now we'll have to wait some 1 or 2 seconds for, so here's the result. Analysis has succeeded. So the text is extracted from the API, from our images through the API. So now you can see I have written some code for key value pairs. This is basically, once we get the text from our Azure Form Recognizer service, what we will do is we will present those texts in such a format which is pleasant for our eyes, or basically some arranged manner. Okay. So now I'll run this cell. Here you can see our values are arranged in key value pairs. Okay. So where receipt type is itemized, merchant name you can see Ocontoso, merchant address. Similarly, the total price is 1203. Here you can see merchant address, merchant name, and also the total price of 1203. So basically, this was the result of our pre-built receipt model. And now the second model which I'm going to show you is a custom model without labeling. Since I've told you that custom models need some files for training it, and after that we can use them for inferencing. What this model specifically is, we just need our training images, not any additional information like labeling and annotation, that things. So we will just provide some images to this model, and we will just use it for inferencing. Okay. So you can see on the left side there is one image which I have used for extracting the text, and you can see on the right side there are two results. First one is key value pairs and second one is stable data. So this particular service extracts two things from a particular form, which is key value pairs, and that is text, and also the table data, which is in row and column format. So now let me show you the image more clearly. Here you can see there are some images. There are some key value pairs, and also there are some columns along with the values, row values. So now let me show you how this particular service works in order to extract the text from this particular form. So uh, similarly to that particular pre-built form recognizer, we have imported some dependencies. Also, I've written a function to call the API for custom models. Here you can see there are not much changes. The endpoint is also same. API key is same. Model ID is same. The only change which you can see here is custom model analyze. That is, we are using the custom model without labeling here. Okay. The rest of the code is same. So we just need to run it. Now, what we will do is we'll load our image and call this API. So for this image, we are calling our API. It will take some seconds to execute. Okay, so our analysis has succeeded. Similar to that pre-built model, now we'll parse our data in order to get key value pairs and table data. So I have written the code for parsing. Now you can see the data is arranged in key value pairs. Okay, here you can compare it. The build to is Contoso Limited. You can see the Contoso Limited. Here you can see the phone, the fax, email, invoice. All the fields are listed here. And this token one is basically the name, Contoso, which doesn't have any key. Okay. The second part is extracting a table data. Now you can see on the result that the first item of each dictionary, here you can see, is the column name, which is item hashtag, description, quantity, unit price, you can see here. And the rest of the data is the row of that particular column. All the rows of that particular column, Z, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? So these are the results of our pre-built custom model without labeling. Okay. And the last one is my favorite, which is basically the complex one and more useful, which is custom model with labeling. In this particular type of model, what we will have to do is we use some images for training our model. We annotate those images as per our need, and after that we use them. After that we test our model for some new image which is unseen. Okay. This scene here, which you are seeing, this is basically a tool called VOTT provided by Azure itself. Okay, this is basically for annotation of images and also for the training of it. Annotation is basically tagging the text to a particular keyword. Okay, and for training we are using the same tool. And also the prerequisites for this particular model is we need to have Docker, since this model will run on Docker itself. And also we need to have minimum of 5 images so that we can train our model. And those images must be similar to the one which we will use for our ICR, basically extracting the text from it. Okay. So let me show you the demo for it. So what I'll do is now I'll start the Docker. Okay, the Docker is starting. Okay, it started. Now I'll start the dashboard for the Docker. Here you can see this Azure Cognitive Services custom form label tool is already running. So what I'll do now is I'll just call my localhost. Now here you can see the tool, VOTT tool. Okay, so I'll be using my pre-trained model. I've trained it for some images. Here you can see these boxes. These I have tagged manually. This process is called annotations, and I've tagged them to a particular keyword, which is address. So I'll have to do it manually for all the files which I have for custom training, so that our model will have a great accuracy. Okay, we will do it for all the files since we have 7 files. Since we have 7 files, I'll be doing it for all the 7 files. Okay, there are, and here you can see the accuracy of it. Also, we can train it all. Since it's already trained now, it's again trained. Here you can see the accuracy of it. It's giving almost 100% accuracy on all the fields. It's giving 100% accuracy except the invoice 4 thing. Why this is because we didn't have that much of training data. We just used our 7 files. So for getting almost 100% accuracy for this also, we need to have more data. Okay. After doing this training part, what we will do is we will just test it for one file which this model haven't seen at all. Okay, so I've run the predict thing. It will take some time since I'm running it for first time now. It's taking some time actually. Till then, let me share you one thing that all these files, these are not stored in this particular VOTT2. These files are stored in our Azure Blob Storage, and using some SAS link, we are using those files actually for training this particular model. So these all files are available in Azure itself. So now you can see we have our results, and here is the address. You can see the invoice for and all other fields which I have tagged. So as you can see, it's giving 100% accuracy on all the fields. Okay. So this was the custom model with training. Okay. With training and labeling also. Okay. There are some useful links which you can go through for getting more knowledge on this particular form recognizer service. You can note down. Okay, so this was the brief about form recognizer and its all the and its different models, custom and pre-built. So now, any questions you have? Thank you.